Hello guys, this video I'm going to be on the Depressed Express. I'm going through it. I am going through it. If you haven't watched the last video, you should watch that. It'll explain partially what my problem is. There's two more things though that I wanted to talk about. The other thing is that I've been playing Pokemon Platinum, this specific playthrough, since December. And it is now April, so it's been like 5 months, 4 months of me playing this game. And I'm tired. I don't want to see it anymore. Just like, I'm good. Unfortunately, when a Pokemon dies, I need to train another one. That's time off of my hands. I know some YouTubers use rare candies, and that feels very disingenuous to the process, but if you're going to make a living off of this, which I'm not, I can see why they do it. But otherwise, I don't even know how to do that. So I just deal with it. The other aspect is that I made a video saying I'm just tired of YouTube in general. Been posting consistently for the last year and a half. And I have other things on my plate other than just YouTube, like an actual job. Because I don't make money off of this. And yeah, it's tough. So just really tired, really depressive. And that's gonna be kind of obvious during this video. So just bear with me and enjoy. Thanks. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to clarify is that since I've been training up my Pokemon, I also learned that there's an easy way to make money in this specific spot, because if I just go into my bag and I go down to my Versus Seeker, I can get these guys to fight me again, and apparently they're filthy freaking rich. So every time I fight them with the luck incense, which doubles the money I make in a fight, I pretty much get 10,000 Poke Dollars every fight. And yeah, like they give you a lot of money. So good experience and good money, and that's relevant for this reason. It's relevant because when I go here into Veilstone City Casino, I don't need to play the games anymore. Now I have a ton of money, and with that money I can just easily go here and go, give me 500 coins, give me another 500 coins, give me another 500 coins, and give me another 500 coins. You get the point. So that then I could go across the hall to the next area and get some really powerful moves. I always hated that the casino was blocking my ability to get some really good moves like Psychic, Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, Flamethrower. Bro, like what? And they're just hidden behind a paywall. Well, thanks to those rich kids that I was slapping around and getting experience off of, I got some really good moves. And now I feel like I have a team that's fully healthy and ready to fight. So let's get to that point next. So yeah, now I just want to show you my team and kind of run through some of the changes. I'll try to be as quick as possible. So first we have Swalot, or Gluttony the Swalot. Pretty well balanced, decent special attack. I'm really excited about his poison typing mixed with Sludge Bomb. I think it'll hit pretty hard and pretty much cover some of the more unique situations for me. And that's what I'm most excited about with Gluttony. We have Sloth. Can you tell that I have access to all the gambling abilities now, all the moves? You know, he's strong. He hits pretty strong on attack, but unfortunately there's not much physical attacks for me to give him right now. I wish I could give him Earthquake or something. But in the meantime, I have Thunderbolt and I have Flamethrower. I'm hoping with that and return, he's gonna have really good coverage and really good hitting power. And he also has the Silk Scarf, which boosts his return. He should hit really hard now. We have Spike, the Cacturn. These a really good special attack, almost as good attack, and pretty much nothing else. So I'm a little scared with him. But what's really good about him is that I gave him Swords Dance, which will double his attack. And then he can Drain Punch, he can use a strong grass type move, or he can Sucker Punch to to pretty much outspeed his opponents. I think he's gonna be a bit tricky for me. I'm not the smartest when it comes to Pokemon like this, but I'm hoping he does decent damage, and he has the big root so he can absorb more help from Drain Punch. Q-Tip is back on the team with decent special defense and pretty mixed stats otherwise. Nothing too crazy, but not too bad either. Dragon Flying is really good to have, and then we have Flamethrower, Fly, Dragon Breath, and Dragon Dance. So moves are like all over the place and not great right now. I'm hoping to get Dragon Claw. I hear it's somewhere in the path that we're about to walk through right now. And otherwise, at least we have Dragon Dance. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how that works out. I think Dragon Dance could be useful regardless of the attack boost. Swampert, Peak the Swampert. These like pretty good attack and pretty good defenses, as well as pretty good pretty good stats all around except for speed. And my most anticipated benefit out of this Swampert is of course having Earthquake. I learned it as a Marshtomp, and now it's just so useful, hopefully. As well as having Ice Beam and Surf, which I do want to switch out for Waterfall later because he's a stronger physical attacker. And then that's it. Ziggy is just here for his HM moves, to be a slave. So, yeah, I've prepared my team as best as possible to anticipate some of the things. Actually, I'm going to put Sloth in the front. To anticipate some of the threats, and hopefully with all that, like, I'll be in decent shape for any real problems that come my way. I don't know. I am feeling pretty, like, even going over my response to what happened last video, like, I just feel really frustrated and annoyed with this game again. Like, it just reminded me of so much messed up feelings and things that I just didn't know how to resolve within myself. Let me just make sure that Mount Coronet, well, never mind. I was gonna say, let me make sure that we're in a unique area, but we're not anyway, so I couldn't have caught that Sceptile or whatever that was, Grovyle. But yeah, we're here, we're moving on. I'm a little bit nervous because I don't know how difficult the next part is. I think it's my final fight with Cyrus, who literally killed my Flygon in one shot. Hopefully I'm more prepared this time, but to be fair, I only have 5 Pokemon to fight alongside me instead of 6. So I have some worries, but I do believe with Sloth, I will be able to do a decent amount of work to protect myself. Okay, so I got a Max Revive. I got Rock Slide. Cool. Man, it sucks that there's a freaking Sceptile here, or Grovyle. I would have loved to be able to pick him up, although that would have been like my time would have been so badly wasted as a result of having now another grass type that I could just use. Doesn't matter. I just want to now kind of try to relax into this gameplay again, read, and find that Dragon Claw. I read that there's a Dragon Claw somewhere along the path, and I want to give it to Altaria because I don't think there's any other dragon types coming onto this team. I'll tell you what. Yeah, unfortunately, I lost the Bagon, I lost the Flygon. Man, yeah, sad, very sad. I performed very poorly within this playthrough, but hopefully it's the end of my troubles. And once I just... Yo, I hope one of these Grovyles come out shiny, bro. That'd be fire, bro. I'd be like, what? But I don't think that's happening. It's very unlikely, although he keeps interrupting, man. Once I get out of here... Oh, okay. Once I get out of here, I'm probably putting on Max Repel. But for now, I'll leave the Grovyles to go off. Observe, if you will, that hole. There was once a cave painting that had blocked the way to the summit, but the wall, it is no longer there. It lies in pieces, do you see? Ever since the 3 Pokemon of the lakes have been captured, something terrible is happening. But what exactly? I do not know. There is but one cause, Team Galactic Cyrus. And now we are all caught up. Now, to take the next step. Are you, trainer, enough to advance? Show me, if you will. Haha! You can relax now. You see, I understand. You are far superior to me. As are the commanders. Cyrus, too, naturally. Team Galactic is beyond my reach. Please, you must stop them, for only you are able. All I can do now is give you this. It is a little something I obtained in an investigation long ago. The Black Flute. What does it do? Please, you must stop Team Galactic. What? You just didn't tell me what it does? Okay, guys, I'm gonna try to take a breath while I figure out what this Black Flute does. Its melody makes wild Pokemon less likely to appear. I guess that's relevant because this path is annoying. But we'll see what appears. Maybe it will get a shiny something. Shiny Torchic would be fire, right? Imagine a shiny Torchic just appears, bro, and I get my starter back, bro. Although I have a new starter, I suppose. I'm gonna go off the beaten path because I know there's a Dragon Claw somewhere. It's just a matter of finding out where it is. We got a star piece. Cool. I don't know if we will find it. That room was kind of pointless. It was just there for the star piece where I have money at the wazoo and I have such a great, easy, economical way to make money. Okay, we have fights coming up. Pretty sure my level cap is 50. So let's just hope things go really straightforward here. Okay, guys, I'm not holding back this time. I'm going to go as hard as possible. I'm gonna use return, which should be a one-shot. Yeah, easy kill, blah, blah, blah. Gonna speed through that. I've lost a lot of patience. And I am really annoyed after last episode. I think the next hard thing is figuring out who are my threats going forward. So Honchkrow apparently is a huge threat. I am worried about that though, because I don't really have the tools to deal with something, with all the unique situations that might appear as a result of, I don't know, the nature of this game. I'm gonna give Rock Slide to Swampert. Let me think if that's a good call. What would Swampert be able to fight against that he can't currently fight against? Fire types, bug types. Yeah, he could beat a bug type up. Flying types, but he also has Ice Beam. She also has Ice Beam. I don't know. I'm just gonna give her Rock Slide just in case, to give me a little more coverage and a little more tools to just back me up. I want to be fully certain that no more Honchkrows come in with their stupid moves, doing stupid things. All right, this guy, please throw in a Golbat and we'll just call it a day. Murkrow, absolutely. We are ready for you, my friend. I believe my level cap is 50. And if that's the case, I am in good shape anyway. I just have to go out here. And we're on Mount Coronet. Aw, man, what? Why is this Mount Coronet as well, bro? Why can't this be a new area? Yeah, it's the same area. That's so lame. Okay. I'm not familiar with this area off the top of my head, so I'm excited to see where this goes, because this is gonna be a walk down memory lane for better or worse. One of the hard parts here is that I have no idea what's the right way, what's the wrong way, and most importantly, where is Dragonclaw? I'm assuming this is the right way since it's so far out of the way. What do you think? Does that make sense that like they would have hidden it a little more because it's the right way, or would they have made it more obvious because that's the right way? I don't know. We're just gonna explore the outside first and then figure it out from there. Noon, thank God this isn't an area for me to explore, for me to catch a new Pokemon, because otherwise I would have been very angry. Oh, in terms of new Pokemon that I'm looking for at this point, like, I'm worried that I'm starting to go through all the good Gen 3 Pokemon. Here's the ones that I think I can still catch. Frostlass, or, you know, whatever Frostlass pre-evolution is still a valid catch, because Frostlass is a valid catch in the same way. Skitty. Not Skitty, definitely not Skitty. Let's see, we have Metagross. I had a chance at catching a Metagross a while ago. I never got it. This time I have a Master Ball, and that's definitely who I would use it on. Let me think. Then there's Sceptile. Did I say Sceptile already? Well, he's still there. And then there's like there's Skarmory as well. Skarmory would be interesting. There's the other fossil Pokemon. I think it's Armaldo. I don't remember for sure. I'm gonna have to figure it out later. Because I already had Credilli. And then I'm not sure, like, who's left after that. Xatu. Man, this is really sad. I went through all my good options, and I just let them die so fast, man. I don't know. Can I catch a Gallade, bro? Nah, I wouldn't let myself do that, even though it's a different Pokemon, but it's in the same family tree. It's unfortunate, man. I played so poorly, and now I just had to live with the consequences of it. Oh, I would love a Manectric too. That's cool. Like, I need an electric type, and I think he's the only electric type I'm allowed to catch, which is so lame. But, you know, it is what it is. Okay, this guy, do you want to fight? Sure. I don't care anymore. Just throw out your Hoenn. Sure thing, buddy. We're just going to return on that one. Cool. Go Back comes out. Maybe he wants to Poison Fang. Interesting. We're going to Thunderbolt. Are you serious, man? He survived Thunderbolt? So would it have been better for me to return on him? Houndour. I'm just gonna go into Swampert to avoid any issues with the I gotta pay more attention. I missed what he did. I'm gonna Earthquake because that's my more powerful move here. Cool. And then he's down. Alright. We're just gonna quickly heal. I don't know what to do with the information that just passed in front of me. I don't know how to feel about Sloth not getting the kill on... Oh, I should have used the Hyper Potion. I don't know how to feel about Sloth not getting the kill on that Golbat in one shot, but then getting... But, like, I'm pretty sure if I used Return, it would have worked. So, what was that about? You know? Dragon Claw continues to elude me. Maybe it's in that room right there. Like, I had to wait to get Waterfall. I didn't really read exactly what I needed to get it. I just read it somewhere in this area, like in this pathway. We'll see. If it's Go Back again, I'm gonna test Return on him. No, but it's Stunky, and I am just gonna Return. Cool. Then it's Go Back. I'm gonna Confuse Ray me. Cool. Hopefully I don't hit myself, because I could hit myself pretty hard. There's the Return, and got the kill, one shot. So yeah, I don't know how to feel about that. Feels like Thunderbolt's kind of pointless on this Pokemon, and I would hate to find out that's the case. But I guess we have it just in case the Pokemon is Steel, Water, Empoleon. You know, Empoleon is one of my threats, by the way, that I identified. I don't have a very good counter to Empoleon, and he has a lot of good moves for me, so not great. Not sure what's up with all these Rock Smashes, but I'm just gonna break them in case anything good is here. Man, I'm so depressed after what happened last time. It's just like I'm not as excited anymore. Like, I just feel frustrated and angry. Like, it's just, I don't know, man. I guess it's just like I do all this hard work and then I get smoky dokied. And worse when I feel like it's luck based. Like, I get that that's the nature of Pokemon, but I don't get why that's the nature of Pokemon. You see my point? Like, maybe they should have had a parry mechanic, right? Like, should I be able to parry critical attacks? I think so. Feels like a more fair mechanic, but in any case, let's see. More Groviles. Bro, can you appear as a shiny so we can have a good old-fashioned happy dappy day, bro? I would be so ecstatic if I saw a freaking shiny Grovile. I'm starting to get a little lost, by the way. I don't know where I'm walking. There's so much crap, man. There's so much crap. Alright, I try to scan. Yeah, Glalie would be good, but better would be his Snorunt, so I can evolve him to Frostlass. In any case, oh yeah, Warrior would be good too. Oh my gosh, I forgot. Well, not really. This is the problem with Gen 3 is there's so many freaking water types, and I already have a water type, bro. But I guess at some point I just had to accept I'm gonna have multiple water types on the same team. That's my logic. Okay. Nothing relevant for me to grab here, so we're just gonna continue. You might be able to tell I am rushing this a bit, maybe because I'm a little bit anxious, anticipating what might come at the end of this tunnel. Maybe because I'm just angry and sad on the inside, and that's for a lot of different reasons. But probably the most important thing is I'm just trying to get this over with. I just want to see the end of this playthrough, man. I want to move on to other content, but I also want to be able to say that at least I finished this playthrough, like that I did it. Did I do it well? That's yet to be seen, but I did it. That's what I want to say, you know? And whether I win or lose, I can still say at least I did it. At least I attempted it, right? Cool. So close yet so far from the end, and these cornballs just keep coming and coming and won't leave me alone. Alright, so I guess return is better than freaking whatchamacallit. We're gonna skip out on letting Sloth fight the Krogunk. Yeah, he tried to use Sucker Punch, not a big deal. Then he tried to use Poison Jab. I'm not a fairy type, so I don't care. Murkrow, I think Flamethrower into Flamethrower would be fine. Yeah, that's fine. So double Flamethrower, cool. And we get to level 47, no questions asked. You are Tentacool. That is all I had to say to that. Okay. I don't know if I'm gonna get any health from here on out. I don't know. I know there's a double battle coming up. I'm just trying to see what are my resources. I have a full restore, I have a max revive, I have an energy root. I don't have a lot of healing items. It's not good. Not good at all. Can I use a berry to heal at this point? Those berries are like, it restores HP in a pinch. Use it. Can I use that? And then it won't have any effect. Ah, lame. Okay, so to use a hyper potion or not to use a hyper potion? That is the question. Oh no, energy powder is weaker, so we'll just use our energy powder. Hopefully won't need the hyper potions too much. I also wanted a leftovers, but I couldn't find leftover. I guess the last thing I should do is check if there's anything for me to give my pigeon, my dragon pigeon. Ice type moves, no. Let's see, electric type moves, not really. Grass. It may latch onto foe. Dragon, I could give him Dragon Fang, but Dragon Breath is kind of cheeks, bro. Was Dragon super effective against just other dragons? But I guess it hits everything else normally effective for the most part, so that's a good part about it. I guess I'll give it the Dragon Fang, though I don't really know what that means for Dragon Breath. And for... oh, the other Pokemon without an item is Zigzagoon, never mind. Okay, guys. holding my breath because I am a little bit nervous, but I think this is manageable based on what I have. So let's just I'm praying for us, guys. I'm praying. Our boss is about to do something spectacular. Don't get in the way. Of course you will, won't you? That's why the two of us will team up to take you down in an epic duel. Okay, so I didn't know it was a double battle. I thought it was gonna be a multi-battle with Ben or whatever, or Barry coming in and helping me out. But sure thing. Do I kill this Krogan? How worried am I about his ability to hit me with a fighting type move? Not that worried. He's level 39. What's the worst he's gonna do? He tried to use poison jab on my pigeon again, which just doesn't work. So I'm just gonna let him loaf around while the fly gets the kill. Cool. And what does that mean? Memento reduces my attack and special attack, and it killed itself. Kind of dumb, but sure. From here, I don't have a strong move. My special attack was reduced, and so was my attack, blah, blah, blah. So I'm just gonna go for Gluttony, who should, you know, take poison jab fine, and if there's a fighting type move, it should resist it. So I think it's probably my best bet. Oh, and I accidentally used flamethrower without thinking. That was a mistake, but it's fine, I guess, because it still would have been a 2-turn fight. So yeah, we just used flamethrower to finish off the fight, and Krogan was down, and that was a fairly straightforward fight. Yeah, nothing too spectacular. We are not capable of slowing you. We will let you pass so you can get pulverized by our bosses. Okay, cool. To heal or not to heal? That is the question. I didn't really plan for healing items. I'm kind of annoyed about that, but... oh no, we have lava cookies. Wait, what is it for? It heals all the status problems. Oh. Well, good thing I accidentally bought lava cookies. Well. I'm scared of using any of my healing items and then needing them later. But I really need to make sure that I don't make the same mistake I made last time. So I'm gonna go in with that. Let's check what my PP is looking like. You know, my power points. Half on return here. Flamethrower is fine. Yeah, I mean, wait, what? Did I not heal? Oh my gosh, my sludge bombs are almost done. Oh my gosh, what an idiot. Well, luckily I have ethers, which can help me heal up those sludge bombs. Alright, whatever. Is there anything for me to look at here? Anything special? I can't imagine there will be, but I'm just being precocious. Is that the word, precocious or precautious? I'm just proceeding with caution, okay? That's all I'm trying to say. Which one of you were the sassy one? I don't remember. Where do you think you're going? I won't let you disturb our boss. If you're not going to listen, you'll have to go through me first. After all, you made me look bad more times than I care to remember. And I'll be next. You might be tough, but this time, the gloves are coming off. Hold on, one sec. Don't you start the party without me, huh? Remember me? I'm here to get my revenge. Huh. If it isn't that little boy, the little crybaby from Lake Acuity. Did you toughen up a bit? Sure, let's battle. 2 on 2. Okay, I'm gonna slow this fight down, and I'm just gonna take my time. I don't remember what voices I know one of them I did a very like sassy voice, and then the other one I have no idea. So this is what we have. Now I'm debating Shadow Claw, Flamethrower. In case of a heat proof, I'm gonna go with Shadow Claw. It's also my stronger typing. I'm not typing advantage. It's my physical attack rather than my special attack. Okay, he goes for confusion. Wait, but who is the confusion on? Oh, I guess it was on me because Munchlax is not confused. Confusion is on me. I don't like that. I don't want to have any problems due to that. So we're gonna switch out to Peak. who should be able to come in comfortably. Main look, I think, traps me in the fight. Okay, that's fine. Light screen, I think, protects them on special defense. And now I'm just gonna start focusing in on that Golbat. So because of light screen, I kind of want to use Rock Slide. Oh no, Rock Slide hits both of them. Fine, I'll use Rock Slide even though... Bro, Giga Drain, oh... Okay, that didn't kill, but that's really bad. And I'm slower too. I need this Munchlax to attack, bro. Like, you cannot be sitting there just doing nothing. Okay, the Golbat is dead. I don't know that critical hit matters, but I'll take a win every once in a while. I'm not happy about the mean look. A flinch is good. We'll take that. Is there anything else coming in? Skunk Tank. We'll just go for Earthquake on all three. Or should I switch if I even can switch now? No, Earthquake should be fine. Skunk Tank going for Poison Jab on Munchlax is maybe a blessing. I don't know. I don't know if it could have killed. Maybe it was reckless for me to keep Peek in. But now, Bronzor, if it has Levitate, will survive. But if not... okay, well... Good news is we got rid of Munchlax, so I'll take that. Now, it's a question of if I can switch or not. Because that's what I want to see, is just me switching out to Sloth. I can switch. I'm assuming when Golbat died, main look no longer applied. Which allows me... Oh, I saw close combat, bro. My heart dropped. Oh my gosh. I was about to get so... I was like, how is that even possible? How is that thing still alive? Flamethrower on the Pidgeotto. Cool. And it dies to one shot. Annoying, but sure. More importantly, I just want to get rid of the Skunk Tank. So we're going to just do that in one simple move. Return should get the kill this time, no questions asked, which should leave me with one opponent in the Bronzor and whatever Pokemon are behind it. So now Bronzor is down. Let's see what comes next for Ruggly. Ruggly, not too worried about. Shouldn't have a fighting type move, right? That's the only situation where I would have been worried. But it shouldn't have a fighting type move. That's my take. Now I just come in, Rapidash is down with the Slash, but I do return another critical hit on my end. Too little too late if you ask me, but sure, I'll take them. And now Sloth wants to fling his shit. Okay, so I'm not going to learn that whatever that move is supposed to do. We have a Golbat, not too worried at the moment. Loafing around, not ideal, but I don't care. Now I just return, and we're done. The fight, another critical hit. Like, not, yeah, they're like, oh, I'm so sorry, Sack. I'm so sorry that we had you getting critical hitted on the whole time. Here's my compensation to you. My Pokemon are tough, right? No, you are so bad. I can get even tougher, but you know, that's it for us. We've hit the wall. May, I'll help you with this. Well, I'll take that, man. Very fully healed May's Pokemon. Hey, May, this is it. It's your show now. Why are you leaving, little dork? Okay. Let me clear my throat before I have to do this voice. Everything is ready. Everything is ready for the creation of a new world. Now, all will end, and everything will begin. With this, the red chain made from the crystals of the three-lake Pokemon, and this, the red chain I replicated with technological means. With these red chains, I will pry open the portal to another dimension. I command that you unleash your power for me. Okay, I don't understand this red chain nonsense, but sure thing, buddy. Let's just feel this out. Dialga, the mythical Pokemon, and the Master of Time. And the other, Palkia, the mythical Pokemon, and the Master of Space and Dimensions. Whoa, things are getting intense, man. Oh, okay, Pokemon with some nice effects. I'm liking this. Dialga, Palkia. I don't know what happens next. I know you usually fight them around this point, right? I've waited so long for this moment. Dialga and Palkia. Shaping this world is a double spiral of time and space. Is it me, or the text is also getting affected by all the filters? Yes, the very things that you have the ability to control. You will do my bidding. I will have your abilities as mine. With the power I wield, I will create an entirely new world. The incomplete and ugly world we have now can disappear. I am resetting everything to zero. Nothing can remain. It is all for making the ultimate world, a world of complete perfection. Nothing so vague and incomplete as spirit can remain. Whoa. Alright. Oh, and so now the Lake Trio is coming to help me. There's some... Yuxi just came out already. Mesprit is right behind. And finally we have Azelf. Okay, this is cute. I like where we're going with this. We're doing a little... I like this. This is like... It feels like a generic, you know, hero of the day story. But that's kind of the point, isn't it? I should have expected as much. Yuxi, the being of knowledge. Azelf, the being of willpower. And Mesprit, the being of emotion. The Pokemon have come to protect Sinnoh. Pathetic and worthless. For some reason, they're using the second screen for this. I don't know why. It takes the three of them, the three lake Pokemon that symbolize spirit, to balance either the Pokemon of time or space. But they can't maintain balance against the two. Not when both Dialga and Palkia are here. Their coming here is in vain. So much meaningless drama. Now, May, you constantly interfered with my plans, but you will be forgiven. After all, there will remain no spirit for all time when I am done. All spirit will disappear. It will be ripped away. From you. From your Pokemon. From those precious to you. It is time. My dream will be my reality. What is this pressure? Wait. What is this pressure I feel? Something is enraged. Okay. Oh, that was spooky. Oh, okay. Oh. I never, like, I was a kid when all this was happening, so I'm, like, learning all of it in real time. I've never watched someone play this game. Not properly, at least. Interesting. So there is a Pokemon that can only appear as a shadow. I wonder how this would have been if I had actually been paying attention as a kid. Fire, bro. I really like this. Regardless, the effort is rash and foolish. I have harnessed the power of Dialga and Palkia. I, Cyrus, won't have any more... What just happened? Whoa, what the hell? No. Okay, all the other legendaries are going in. Looks like Cyrus got consumed along with the other two Pokemon, the legendaries. Mesprit is trying to say words. Okay. And Mesprit goes in. This is pretty epic, man. This is fire. I'm sorry I took so long. I think I finally found the answer from studying the myths. When this world was made, Dialga and Palkia appeared. Apparently, there was one more Pokemon that appeared at the same time. A Pokemon with as much power as Dialga and Palkia, but also one whose name was never to be spoken. Giratina. It's said to lurk in another world, a world on the opposite side of ours. That's what the shadow was. It must have been Giratina. The pillars are distorting. It's because of that portal. It's joined us to the other world. If it's not closed, the distortion will spread to Sinnoh and beyond. Our world will be destroyed. Are you ready? We have to chase Cyrus. We have to hurry. I said yes. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm loving this. This is like This is like clearly well thought out and like very much built of out of passion, in my opinion. I don't know, but it feels cool. Like they're actually taking time to really make this feel like epic. This place, can you feel it? There are no Pokemon here at all. Time isn't flowing, and space isn't stable. A world where the rules are broken. A space one might call the distortion world. Let's find Giratina. We need it to stop the spreading distortion at the spear pillar. Okay. Do I have to fight Giratina? I don't know if I'm prepared for that, miss. That was Giratina. We had to hurry. If something's not done, the distortion will swallow not only our world, it will overwhelm the distortion world. Alright, take your time. Here we go, guys. I'm debating, do I put Swampert in the front? Who am I fighting? Cyrus or... Oh, weird. This rock slab. It appears to move if you step on a certain spot. How do you know that, Cynthia? Bro is like playing the guessing game for real right now. Will we get to see Giratina if we keep going down? In the distortion world, are we really traveling downward? I don't know, man. Alright, she's off. Let's just go forward, I guess, blindly. No real idea of what's happening here. What the hell is this, man? Guess that's just there for show. Misper Fee. Okay, Mr. Single that away. Oh, this is... Oh, yeah, this is trippy. Oh, that's weird. That's weird stuff right there. Okay, little guys. I'm excited. What's happening? Okay, it's just hard to navigate because of the weird angles that they're making me look at. We're going down further and further. Cool. We go over here. Go forward, I guess. None of these do anything. Wait, what? What's the point of going this way? Okay, this is not what I was expecting. I'm not sure if I'm doing this right. I was just kind of playing around, see what happens when I go into different corners. Oh, I just walked right over. This is so trippy, man. I have no idea if there's only one way to move forward, or they're just putting me in circles. I got nothing. I have no insight at all. Just waiting to see what happens when I do different things. That's annoying. So they did just send me in a goose chase. What the hell was the point of that? I don't get it. That was so silly. Unless I did something wrong at the end there, but it seemed pretty straightforwardly just goofy. So I don't know, man. Just gonna work my way backwards, back to where I was able to see Cynthia. Just do what I thought was more logical, which was just go left. Right? So this is what I thought they wanted me to do, but I just wanted to see what happens the other way. Apparently nothing. The legend of Giratina has been all but forgotten, but for a few. The legend told of a world on the other side of the world, this world. Why does this world exist? Why is Giratina here all alone? There's so much that can't be explained, but we have things to do. Let's split up. We have to find the right way. Okay. Down? Oh my gosh, that's so trippy. That way. Okay. And then this way? Nope. This way. Alright. Hopefully we arrive at an answer sooner enough. Hopefully it's not more going in circles for no reason. That's kind of annoying if it is. This way. Not that way. Not this way. Alright, any minute now this will make sense and not be just this annoying goose chase. Down doesn't work. Right, left doesn't work. That was dumb because now I'm just going backwards. Alright, buddy. Let's just speed that one up. That's really annoying. Okay, so now this way. No. Oh my gosh, guys, what's the point of that? Like, go off? Like, wow, you got me? And I'm so happy that you tested my ability to do directions. Oh my lord, this is getting confusing. I think I just went in a circle, and I'm kind of annoyed about it because it's not making sense to me. But now it looks like I'm progressing. Okay. Yep. Here's Cyrus. The shadowy Pokemon isn't here. It abandoned me here, then disappeared somewhere farther down. Was it content merely to interfere with my plan? Incidentally, do you understand the concept of genes? No? No, of course you wouldn't. Genes can be considered the blueprint of all life forms. That includes humans and Pokemon alike. Genes are contained in a DNA strand. A DNA strand consists of 2 chains of opposing characteristics in a spiral. If one of those chains were to be broken, the other could replicate it. One or the other cannot exist without its opposite. Do you understand where I'm going with this? This is a bizarre world. Time doesn't flow. Space isn't stable. Only that shadowy Pokemon lives here. This world is the opposite of our world. Our world, I wish to change. It is like the 2 chains composing a strand of DNA. The 2 worlds must be balancing each other to remain in existence. Without the one, the other cannot exist. I must drink water. Sorry guys, that hurts my throat, man. The shadowy Pokemon must play a role in keeping the worlds in balance. That is why it must have interfered and brought me here. The shadowy Pokemon must have made this bizarre world. That's why trying to change our world disturbed it and made it reveal itself. But that is all irrelevant. What matters is defeating that Pokemon and making this world disappear. I won't allow it to interfere with me again. With it gone, neither world will be able to revert to its original state. Man, Cyrus loves hearing himself talk though. Like, what? Let's talk about that one, bro. Like, bro is yammering. Alright, okay. I don't know, these guys are getting kind of on my nerves, bro. Like, so you're just kind of putting red herrings for what exactly? Are you proud of the fact that you made me go the wrong way? Like, you could at least put something for me to look at, you know? Not just, like, feel stupid when I just go the wrong way. Like, oh yeah, look at me, woohoo, I fell for your trap. Now I'm gotta walk backwards, and I didn't get an item for her or anything like that. What is strength doing here? Yuxi. Uh-huh. You wanna talk about it? No? Okie dokie, pal. Can I move now? Alright, thanks. What's the point of this? Yeah, push that down. Cool. Cannot be bothered. Alright, surf? What are we getting at here? What's your point? I don't get it. Can I catch something in the distortion world? Other than Giratina? No, of course not. That wouldn't make sense. Wait, I'm not getting it. Oh, we can go this way. Alright, can I do this? Sure. Why not? It's as if it all makes sense to me, right? Let me just see what's over here. Wait, what the hell? Cynthia? This place. It seems to be a giant puzzle. Maybe Giratina wants to test those that visit here. It appears as if we can't go unless we solve the puzzle. There were some boulders that could be moved, and there are several odd pits on the floor. The Pokemon of the lakes seemed eager to show us something. Sounds like I should look at Yuxi, you know? Alright, fine. Yes, Yuxi, what do you want? Do you want me to plug this hole? Yeah, that seems like the logical outcome of that. So let's find more rocks. I think that's what you're trying to tell me, right? Uxie. Uxian. Hold on. I don't know which way is the right way, bro. Are there more rocks in this path or not? Uh-huh. Do I just talk to Uxian? Yuxiki? Do you have words to tell me? Can I even go to you? No. can't go down there. Threw away a rock for no reason. Guess we're going back up. This is getting kind of annoying, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. My patience is like a car that's being driven. Oh, okay. Spirits wants me to grab another rock. Yes, I got that part. I just don't understand what's the point. Like, what is the significance of the rocks? I kind of just threw one in a hole and it didn't really amount to anything. It's kind of goofy that you even asked me to do that, but whatevs. Now I go up. Okay, things are becoming more jarring. Is that the same rock from before down there? What the hell do you guys want me to do? This is getting so dumb. So much noise here, bro. Like, it's just all this not. Why? Anyway, what the? What is happening? Guys, make it make sense. This is just confusing. Okay, cool. Go off. You tricked me. Ja, ja, ja. Alright, there you go. Wow, this is making so much sense. And then I go over here, and... What? Did I just go in a circle? Am I going up now? What's happening? Oh my god, I'm so confused, guys. I don't know if I've been up here or not. I'm assuming this is the wrong way. I'm just gonna assume that. It's kind of annoying, because I have no idea what the hell is the right way, the wrong way. What? Well, I haven't been through here. Alright, now it's the right way. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to speed things up a little bit. I'm getting annoyed with the game testing my patience. Right, random path this way. Nothing over there. Something over here. Nothing over there. Something over here. And then this takes me downwards, I'm assuming. Yeah. Cyrus? What the hell? What is that puzzle down there, bro? Like, what's the point? Yes, we go this way, that way. Jibber is there. And then we go sideways, this way, upside down. Okay, a little jarring. I'm like struggling to move here, bro. What the hell is this? Oh, this is so trippy, bro. And can I go into the waterfall? Yes, I can, I guess. All right, okay, buddy. You do not need to. Yo, the way they handle these games, like making them so slow, like that's so irritating, man. Like I don't understand how as a kid I had the patience for this, because it's so corny that they make it so slow, bro. And I'm not talking about the Pokemon. All right, Azelf, thanks so much. Yes, take the rock, push it down. Now what? Okay, seems like we've got all our rocks in order. Now, what do you want me to do with them? Wait, hold on. Yuxi is mad that I threw away his rock. Okay. Do I throw the rock where they're standing, or do I do something else with the rock? That is the question. I'm gonna assume Yuxi is saying throw the rock over here. Why do I have to keep pressing strength, man? You're saying throw it right where you're at, right? That makes the most sense to me. Alright, there you go. Ching ching. Okay, so now we go over here and we grab this rock. Boom. And boom. We plugged another hole. Pretty straightforward stuff there. Wow, this is the craziest puzzle you guys came up with over here. Yes, great. And we throw another one. And then Miss Spirit is happy. And then... now what? Cynthia? This is the Pokemon, blah, blah, blah. Oh, she was actually saying new stuff. I couldn't be bothered, man. And we get over here and we just take this path. And where does that leave us now? This is it. Giratina is up ahead. Okay, who am I fighting? Giratina or the idiot? All right, fine. I'm just gonna trust Sloth in the front. I don't know, man. I'm getting nervous. So you were already here. Why do you seek to change the world? If you hate our world, You should just go off somewhere out alone. Find somewhere where you can live without seeing others. Why should I run and hide from the world and have to wait quietly? My aim is to rid our world of the vague and incomplete thing we call spirit. By freeing ourselves of that, our world can be made complete. That is my justice. No one can interfere. Sure? Sure, buddy, sure. What's your point? I won't lose. Not to that shadowy Pokemon. Not in any worthless world. So why am I fighting you instead of Cynthia is the question. Like, she's right there, but I'm fighting you? Alright, guys. This is the big boss fight of the day. Let's see how we do. Did horribly against this guy last time. Let's pray we can do much better with our nose picker this time. Return should get the kill, I would think. Level 49 versus level 45. Hoenn isn't the craziest Pokemon in the world. Yep, Return gets the kill. Okay, we got a clean kill. Let's see what we got next. Honchkrow, my arch nemesis. I'm debating between switching into Drillpeck or just staying in and taking 2 hits. I don't like Honchkrow, so I'm gonna take the Drillpeck. Yep, and then I fast forward that because I'm triggered from last time, not gonna lie. I'm a little anxious, I meant to say. And so hopefully Return gets a kill, please. 1 shot, 1 kill. Didn't even see it coming. Alright, that's good news. The biggest threat of last time is gone. Gyarados. Gyarados doesn't have anything in particular I'm worried about. Thunderbolt would be great here. I'm not sure what to worry about from Gyarados. Waterfall. Hydro Pump. I guess Hydro Pump would be bad if I switch to Swampert and it lands. So we're gonna just go for Thunderbolt if I can get it off. Hopefully the Waterfall doesn't kill. Sloth is faster, so Thunderbolt should kill, which is a good news. And then that should then put Gyarados into dead. No way, man. He survived? Bro, am I dead? No. But I can't do anything in this position, so what's my best bet? Q-Tip can come in and get the kill. I think it'll survive Waterfall. No one here resists but Spike. But Spike isn't faster, although he could kill with Sucker Punch. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go for Spike, resist the Waterfall, and then go for Sucker Punch. Oh. Wow, that's bad. That is bad. We're gonna go for Sword Dance. Yeah, I knew an Ice Fang was coming, but honestly, if someone's gonna die, it's gonna be Spike. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm okay. I can live with that. We're gonna go for Sword Dance, and we're gonna go for Sucker Punch. Do some amount of damage, and then Thunderbolt to clean up. That's my thought process. Cool. Earthquake. Oh, that would have been great to know it could come out, because if I knew that, I could have switched to what's-his-face. Cacturn, you did nothing but help me get this kill. I appreciate you for that. Question is, who do I switch to? I know Sloth is faster. I'm going to take a risk on Sloth here because he's my best bet. So we're just going to let him get the kill. I really didn't have a good answer here. I just trust my gut. That's the best answer I could find. So I'm going to let him die. And next is Weavile. Okay. Which is not great because I don't really have Ice-type resistances. If I go for Peak, how well could he take these attacks? I don't know. He's the one I could also sacrifice Ziggy. Technically my HM slave that I would want to be able to use in the future for that, but also technically he's alive, so like he might be on my team but dead in the future, but like right now he's alive and I could use him as a sacrifice switch. I don't see anything wrong with that call, unless Weavile wants to go for Sword Dance or some crazy move. Hopefully he doesn't have pursuit. That would be really annoying. I don't want to take a risk on Peak dying in 2 hits. And if Weavile's faster than all my Pokemon, it's Jover by automation. So we're gonna let Ziggy die. Sacrifice, not a bad one. Not in my opinion, at least. Which allows me to bring in Swampert. And I have 2 choices. Rock Slide. Pretty straightforward. But it could miss. Earthquake. Super effective. I mean, not super effective. It's just effective. It's not resisted. It's my typing. And I'm also holding Light Clay. I'm assuming this is my better option. Ice Punch is not super effective, which is good news. But yeah, you see, if I threw it in Swampert directly, like, that would have been a big fat L for me. But thankfully, I could take 1 of those. I could take 2 of those, I mean, which I will have to. And I'm gonna just accept that that's my fate. So, Ice Punch, no critical hit, no problems, right? Okay, no problems. Now, it's looking like we're getting closer and closer to another death on the team, which is, I certainly don't want it to be Swampert, but I will gladly allow it to be my poison type boy. Who I never taught Ice Beam, and that would have been really helpful. Admit that you have pushed me to the extreme. Let's think. What are our options here? Q-Tip probably will take none of the hits really well. I don't think so. So I'm going to switch, especially if he's going for something like, I don't know, like, what moves do you have? Air Slash? Yeah, like something like that would have hit a lot harder on Altaria. The hard part is that I don't really have anything, so I'm going to go for Stockpile, which I think was the right call now that he's doing that, because it allows me to just resist my own hits if I hit myself. But then you gotta do corny stuff like that, man. Corny stuff like that. If Swalot dies here, yeah, so be it, man. The question is, Sloth, will he be faster? Or Q-Tip? I don't know. I'm getting nervous, guys. I don't know. I don't have great options here. Sloth isn't necessarily faster. Yeah, Swalot did nothing, by the way. Let's just acknowledge that. Like, he literally didn't get 1 move out. Like, he didn't even do Stockpile. What a stupid fucking... whatever. Q-Tip... Q-Tip is not going to take those Air Slashes well, but he will do damage if I do Dragon Dance into Fly. It's just a matter of then not getting confused or anything annoying like that. I'm going to go for the Dragon Dance. I'm going to pray. If not, it could be a wash. This could be the end. If Q-Tip doesn't do his job well, this could be the end. Okay, we have the speed up and attack up, which should give me the advantage over this stupid Crobat. It's still faster, and now this is really bad news that he just used Toxic on it. Great. Let's see how things go. I wish I used what's its face a second. And you missed? Bro, come on, man. Dragon Dance, are you dead? Well, you just need to hit and attack now. Like, that's what I got. Like, thanks. Oh my god, bro. What an annoying freaking reality I live in. Okay, Burn is really good news because that means the Crobat is weakened. There is a chance that my Sloth isn't fast enough. Will Sloth be the only survivor here? Will we fully lose this run? We're about to find out. The question is, do we Surf because I'm a water type and that's a strong move, or do I Ice Beam because it's super effective? Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna Ice Beam because that makes sense to me. Come on, man, survive that. And don't freaking, whatchamacallit, flinch. Alright, let's see if the Ice Beam does it. It didn't. Okay, I had to make a choice now. Someone is gonna die. It's just a question of who gets to die. Sloth or Peak? He could survive. He could. You're kidding. Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. All right, let's see if you're faster, man. If you're not, it's over. Wow, that is so so annoying, man. We lost. We lost. We lost. A moment of reflection. So I don't know if I should have anticipated the full restore coming through. I don't know if Surf was better than Ice Beam. If I did attack, there was still the chance that he would have survived the Ice Beam / Surf. And if that happened, I die anyway because Loft wasn't fast enough. And that sucks. I spent all day training up my Pokemon, and this is where it ends. I don't know how to feel about it, but let's just talk. Well, no, let's walk through where we're at, like what we have and our journey, right? I think that's all that's left to do. It's just RIP to all my Pokemon and see where that lands us. So, the first thing I want to say, reflecting on the journey, is acknowledging that I do think it was a very annoying journey. I'm very mad about how messy it was and how stupid it was. In particular, I just find it really annoying to have to train Pokemon over and over and over again. You know, never really knowing, you know, when things will just make sense, right? I also found it really annoying that the game was so punishing at times. Critical hits, moves that hit super hard off of like Pokemon you wouldn't expect. Like, I just can't believe that Honchkrow was so annoying. Can't believe Crobat was so annoying, you know? And then just a lot of things I wouldn't have anticipated because, you know, boo-hoo me. But, I mean, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. I really did enjoy this journey. Hoenn, Pokemon Emerald Gen 3 is one of my favorite generations in Pokemon, and the other one is Pokemon Platinum, Sinnoh, Gen 4. So I brought those two together, hoping that it would be a fun and simple journey, and you know what? I'm grateful for what it was. It just gets frustrating. The frustration that you're seeing is what happens when I keep trying to find the end of the game. And the end just keeps eluding me with training, more deaths, more things that just make it more tedious and not fun for me. I did have fun training today, but it's unfortunate that I ended up having to lose anyway. Let's talk about it. Blaziken, I thought was very versatile outside of boss fights, but I never really got to take advantage of him in a boss fight, particularly because he never really had the right moves at the right time. I wish I figured out how to use the game corner earlier. Flamethrower would have been much more helpful. Sky Uppercut, Close Combat, would have loved one of those. Brave Bird, whatever, like something to give Blaziken an advantage, and I never really got that, and so that made him kind of frustrating to use at times. Blushy, I remember, was surprisingly defensive and useful for what a Masquerain you would expect to be. I'm pretty grateful for that one. Savior was pretty surprising, never really did what I wanted her to do, but when I really needed her most, she did come through, and she did surprise me when she needed to. I hate how she went down, but it is what it is. Probopass made it into the Hall of Fame, and it's because he actually was very useful, especially in the Ice-type gym. He was very tanky, did some decent work. I'm very grateful for what he was, and I'll definitely say he was worth the trouble. Flygon came in very strong, very fast, and useful for the episode he was in, but stupidly, he died in one shot to a Honchkrow. I still find that so frustrating, and I'm seething, you know, on the inside. I meant to call him Stinky. And this was Big Nose. And then we have Tiny, who was pretty useful, never got to evolve. Never got to learn pretty consistent moves, and died in the most unexpected way, if I remember correctly. It was in wild Pokemon. That sucks, but it is what it is. I wish I did get to evolve her. Funny thing is, I never evolved her, not once. She came to me Alaron, she died Alaron. But she was very useful, very defensive. Balls, very useful for early game, very defensive, had a lot of versatility to learn water, fire, and ice type moves all at the same time. So I thought Cast Form / Balls was really cool. One of my favorite Pokemon, like one of my favorite underdogs. Like I would have never expected a Cast Form to be good. It was. And Q-Tip, honestly, it's sad to see you go. Like I thought you would come in like you know, like an underdog yourself, because I replaced you with Flygon immediately, and yet you did some work, but never too much work. So, you know, I appreciate what you were, but never really got to appreciate you any further than that. Swampert, I thought you were the peak. I thought you were the best thing that could have happened for this run last episode. And so I think it's really sad that we couldn't make it out alive out of this episode. And Sloth, you're surprisingly the goated one. You're the best one out of the bunch. You were the one who saved the run last episode. You're the one who survived for so long despite scratching your cheeks. And honestly, being a normal type, it made you extremely useful. Sad that you couldn't clutch it up for me. He got to level 50. He's super fast, and he couldn't outspeed that stupid Crobat, man. And then here's just a bunch of other honorable mentions. Boo, I never got to use him. Roach was kind of using him. Ugly, died almost right away. Petal, don't even remember. AirPods, I thought you were pretty good for what you were, so you definitely deserve Hall of Fame status, even though you were kind of trash in the end. Alpha Dragon, that just died right away. Pickles, yeah, you died right away as well. Shy Guy died right away. Beyblade, I don't even remember how you died. Mask, had to sacrifice you too early, man. Chompy died right away. Spike, yeah, you disappoint. Gluttony, you disappointed to bits, bro. You disappointed to bits. You freaking just sabotaged my whole run, bro. And Ziggy. Well, never caught any other crazy Pokemon. This egg, I'm pretty sure, was just gonna be Ryulu. And Pochita and Azumarill making it out alive, although it's a dead run. Gerbil and my Pochita, you guys were both good, and I guess you'll get to be the last ones to stay in my team. Man, that's tough. I'm frustrated. I'm very sad and disappointed with how things turned out. I don't like the music here. Let's get the hell out of here, because the music here is not right for the vibe. Let's see if we can find better music while we just kind of, yeah, let's just get out of here. Yeah, I'm sad, guys. I'm sad, but I'm happy. I think this run, I was ready for it to die a while ago. It didn't want to die. And as a result, I found myself really frustrated and really impatient. I tried my best to save it. I spent a lot of time investing in that new team. There was no other Pokemon for me to catch, and the Pokemon that I had in my thing were just kind of lame. So, it's unfortunate. But it was fun. I really liked the idea. I really enjoyed reliving one of my favorite games. I don't think I needed to finish it in order to appreciate what it was. I don't know. The journey's over, man. It's bittersweet. I started in December of 2025. It is April 2026. Now I get to move on to bigger and better things. I don't know how to feel about that. I had like 2 other episodes I estimated and laid out in my head. Actually 3. I think it was going to take me 3 more episodes to finish this game, and now it's cut short. So yeah, I don't know how to feel about that. I'm angry about how things turned out. I'm sad that I couldn't beat a stupid Crobat. I'm mad that Swala just kind of kept sitting there getting slapped around like a nothing. it's corny to me that Cyrus was using full restores. Like, I didn't know. I had to anticipate that, especially for him to do it once was like, oh, okay, he got me off guard, but sure enough. But no, you got a second one now too. Boy, like, you're really not making this easy on me, bro. Like, I thought I was just gonna sacrifice one Pokemon. I sacrificed the whole run. It is what it is. It was a good run. It was my first Nuzlocke on YouTube. I've done a Nuzlocke before, but this was like a real attempt for me. So thanks so much for watching, guys. Let me know what you thought. Would you have done something differently? Did you like the idea? Are you sad? Yeah, right. But I don't know. I hope you have a good night, or day, or whatever. And thanks so much for watching, man. I'll see you around. Bye.